The other day I was doing personal stuff, pretty excited to boot up Mario Wonder after a long day, and then it happened. Pizza Man Adventures re-enters my life after I took a few months off speedrunning. They added Steam items including Wario and a wallpaper featuring Nintendo.com's very own Super Mario Brother, as well as patches.
So boring.
But most importantly, new decorations to the tower. Oh hey, look at that! They updated the title screen. I love when games have seasonal updates. Seeing the hub world decorated for the season, just like you would see in your very own neighborhood, feels really comfy. I love dashing through every inch of the tower to see every new spook and scare, and all the residents, except Noisette, celebrate Hardoween. It's funny because they already had their Halloween costumes spoiled in the credits, but I love that it's reused here. It's kind of like an office party where your coworkers try to come up with something funny or morbid to wear. Like, you're not exactly friends with them, but it's a familiar feeling seeing them all for the season. My costume for that day was a t-shirt. The standout costumes here have to be the Noises and Fake Peps. Noise himself is a shameless ripoff of the 2017 video game protagonist, the Noid, from Yo Noid 2 Enter the Void. Yo, Noise! But for Noise's Halloween costume, they basically take away anything that differentiates him from the biblically accurate pizza hater we all know and acknowledge. McPig swiftly avoided a legal bullet by making that onesie yellow. Fake Peps is just endearing to me because he copies everything Peppino does, even down to his boring Halloween costumes. Peppino strikes me as a guy that'll celebrate any holiday because, you know, it's what you do, but he doesn't really care, so he doesn't put a lot of effort into it. He just kind of does the laziest, most obvious thing you can. They even redid the loading sequence and the title screen to be quite honestly the scariest shit I've ever seen since I witnessed this fanbase grow. The first immediate thing is this cute new pumpkin door, which requires 20 jack-o'-lanterns for you to pass. Where do you get these specimens? Why, there's one hidden in every level, of course. I love that the final world in the game is more or less themed around horror because it really fits this pumpkin hunt. Wait, but there's 30? I thought there was 20. Come on, man, I played every level! Once you get 20 of these bad boys, there's a brand spanking new level. There are 10 pumpkins in this level, and a brand new song that's honestly up there with Monster Mash, Pumpkin Hill. Holy shit, is that a Snick.exe reference? Big Pumpkin Man chases your ass through this level and he just insta-kills you. He's similar to Pizza Face, but I honestly like to believe this is a reference to Snick's challenge from the Sage demo because it's a similar horror vibe. I like that they reuse tiles from Pizza Scare, but honestly, I think Pizza Scare's background is a lot more unsettling in comparison. I'm glad they made a new background specifically for this level, but I thought it was worth pointing out. McPig knows how to make creepy art, and it's something I really appreciate in Halloween-themed levels. Okay, don't be mad at me. Oh, okay, listen. There's actually one more level, and it's really sick. I'm 99% sure this isn't only for the Halloween content, but we get a secret room rush. It's a whole ass 11-minute level with its own title card and song. You can P-rank the level, but it does nothing. Completing everything in the update doesn't add to your completion, but it does add 2 new achievements. I think achievements are some of the funnest side objectives in the whole game, and I'm honestly glad it's tied to your Steam account so you can flex. You can tell McPig has an appreciation for creepy stuff, so I'm really happy that they chose this holiday in specific to celebrate. Halloween in general has a lot of significance for Pistol Tower, considering the date its first ever public demo released on. Yeah, you guessed it. Deltarune Day. I'd been fascinated with this game since before it even had a singular level made. I was ecstatic that Halloween 2018 was the day people outside of the Discord got to play the game for the first time. This, of course, also happened to be the exact day Toby Fox, you know, the creator of one of the most culturally significant games of all time, decided to surprise drop an entire chapter for what was known as Undertale 2 at the time. On one hand, holy shit, 2 cakes in one night. On the other, it kind of overshadowed any discourse I could have about the game. Funny timing, but I'm not bitter about it. For this demo, McPig held an open invitation for people to submit their characters to be featured in a secret dance party. I love that Halloween is still celebrated despite this overall being a regular demo. This is the reward for A-ranking the level, so it's a fun nod to everyone who was there early on in the community. When I played this for the first time, it was really nice seeing everyone included here. It really felt like a community celebration of Halloween night and Pizza Tower night. There was also the Noises Hardoween demo at one point, so they kind of have a history doing this kind of thing. Sometimes they would be themed around Christmas or Halloween or just whatever the hell. And I really like that idea of like a game that evolves as the year goes on. That's why I love Animal Crossing, and I think a lot of other genres can really benefit from doing that kind of thing. It just makes things feel more immersive. The way games are evolving and people are starting to really enjoy a lot of those smaller details, I think a lot of people are honestly going to appreciate stuff like this just added, even if it's tiny. It doesn't exactly have to be like a live service thing or anything like that, but I think having stuff like this strengthens the amount of content that's in the game altogether. The way I understand it, this content only shows up depending on your computer's clock, and I just think that's such a fun surprise. Like, imagine you buy this game in February of whatever year. You beat the main game, you complete it, and I don't know, one random day in October, you're like, you know what, I want to play the game again. Oh, all this content is right in front of me. I didn't know about this. This is pretty cool. Or maybe you did know about it, and you're anxiously awaiting to play new content every holiday season. Either way, it's really sick. Oh, by the way, did you know there are several Easter eggs in the update? If you exit Tricky Treat as the ghost, you will, Peppino. Not only that, but there's one more resident of the tower that has a costume. Are you fast enough to spot him? Okay, jokes aside, I think this kicks ass. Bro goes from live to kill super quick, exchanging his beer for a knife, and he just has blood splattered all over his teeth. The fact that he lasts for a few frames does kind of make it a little creepy, but when you get a good look at him, I can't help but laugh. It looks like he just splurted up blood all over his face and went goblin mode. Like, it's not even intimidating, it just goes crackhead mode, man. Alright, I'm gonna rant like a freak about some aesthetical stuff for a second, because that's what I do. Thanks. I'm a sucker for UI and overlays. The fact that they switch the priests with unholy servants of Satan himself is just clever. They replace it with every single variant of a ghoulish enemy in the game. That's like really nice sprite utilization outside of the levels. On top of that, we also get Devil Noise, little asshole. And, wait, is that a goddamn Sugary Spire reference? Pizzano? Jokes aside, the obvious parallel here is Wario Man, though it's less like a traditional hero and more like Batman, which I think is interesting. I love the pumpkin vines. I think pumpkins are beautiful little creatures, and their vines have so much potential for creepy tentacle horror. I love the way they're just dangling. The pointy fence on the side of the screen is just really good for the palette overall. It contrasts the bright, shiny, and smooth gold in the regular menu, and it fits the unwelcoming nature of being Halloween-y. I love that the Halloween costumes are a good mix between lighthearted Halloween fun and just horror. Skin suit, body horror, a disturbing fursuit that's probably parodying a werewolf, but it's like, why am I just wearing fur? A blood-splattered chef outfit, like, come on, that's a good-ass trope. Who knows if Tour de Pizza will find time for a Christmas update this year, considering the noise update has been confirmed and teased for months. I wasn't even expecting the possibility of a Halloween update in the final game, to be honest, so anything could happen. I'd love to see a cleaned up version of Strong Cold with the boss fight intact. It would be a cool callback and an easy way to include a new level. The way Pizza Tower has been handled post-launch is perfect. We've gotten patches, adding balance changes, controller bindings, level tweaks, and a regional price reduction so that people aren't gouged for their cheese. Oh, this game is so fun. I love it. It's so cool.